West, burial is the final goodbye. But in many parts of Asia, a grave is sometimes just a temporary resting place. After a few years, families perform a midnight ritual called exhumation or bone collecting. It is a sacred duty to honor the ancestors. But this job requires disturbing the dead, and sometimes the dead are not ready to be disturbed. What does it actually feel like to dig up a rotting corpse with your bare hands? For most of us, it is an unimaginable nightmare. But for a select few, it is just another day at the office. They call it eating in the living world, working in the underworld. Grave digging is a bizarre and terrifying profession. It requires nerves of steel to face decaying corpses deep underground and a calm mind to handle unexplainable spiritual encounters. On a freezing November night, Mr. Nguyen Thanh Nam and his son arrive at the cemetery. The ritual begins with lighting incense to ask the spirits for permission. As families pray, the grave diggers start breaking the soil. In the dead of night, the coffin is exposed. The horrific stench of rotting flesh and bones instantly fills the air. Mr. Nam wears no gloves and no mask. His bare hands reach deep into the thick, black coffin water, tearing through undecayed clothes and mushy flesh to find every single bone fragment. The smoke from their torches stings their eyes. After an hour, all the bones are laid out on a plastic sheet. Then, holding the skull in his hands, Mr. Nam looks directly into its eye sockets and whispers a final prayer for the deceased to rest peacefully at the 9 streams and protect their descendants. The bones are carefully arranged into a small ceramic casket. Smoking his pipe, he speaks loudly into the empty graveyard. The dead have given my family good fortune for over a decade. This sacred job must be done with absolute care, heart, and virtue. There is no room for mistakes. The greatest fear of a bone collector is not seeing a ghost. It is the moment they pry open a coffin that has been buried for years, only to find the dead person staring back at them, completely untouched by time. What happens when you try to move someone who refuses to leave? Madame Lan has been a bone collector for over 30 years. Her hands are calloused. She has held so many hands of the dead that no living person dares to hold hers anymore. She has stories that make people shiver. Like the time she was hired to exhume a young man in Lei Shou. He was from a wealthy family and had died of an illness, consuming a lot of herbal medicine. To be safe, the family waited 6 full years before exhuming him. At midnight, the family brought her and a shaman to the grave. But the shaman said it wasn't the right hour and told them to wait until 4 a.m. Exhausted, Madame Lan took a quick nap. In her restless sleep, she saw a young man in a white shirt. He looked at her and pleaded, "Don't destroy my house. I'm still completely intact here." She woke up, startled, and immediately warned the family. But the shaman confidently declared that after 6 years, only bones remained. They proceeded with the plan. When the coffin lid was pried open, everyone froze in sheer terror, exactly as the young man in the dream had warned. The body was completely shaken to their core. The family immediately resealed the grave. The graveyard hides many secrets. Once, while walking past the strange tomb, Madame Lan felt unseen hands gripping her leg tightly. Another time, a woman with a ruined face appeared in her dream, crying, "My house collapsed. Insects are biting me. I'm losing my limbs. Please pull me up." When they opened that woman's grave, the coffin was shattered, infested with termite nests and ants eating away at the remains. There is an unwritten law in the underworld. You can disturb the earth, but you must never steal from the dead. What happens when greed overpowers the fear of the supernatural? For a group of 9 young men, it resulted in a curse so horrifying that no doctor and no shaman could save them. Grave digging is dangerous, but grave robbing is a deadly sin. In June 2002, a group of 9 young men in a small village gathered for drinks. Tired of poverty, a man named Choi suggested a sick idea: digging up graves to steal sacred artifacts and gold. Driven by greed, they agreed. In less than 2 nights, they desecrated 28 out of 40 graves in the area before being caught. The villagers forgave them, but the underworld did not. The punishment was swift. Choi, the mastermind, fell inexplicably ill and became completely pet. His family sold everything to hire shamans. But half a year later, he died in agony. Another accomplice woke up with a stiff body, rambling madly, "God, don't catch me. I know my sin." Shamans failed to save him. Another man dreamt of being punched violently in the stomach, suffering endless pain with no medical cause. The remaining survivors either fled the village or spent their lives trying to do good deeds to wash away their terrifying sins. Some say that if you make a pact with the underworld, the spirits become your invisible guardians. They will wake you up in the dark and protect you from illness. But they will also forbid you from doing certain things in the world of the living. Despite the horrors, Mr. Nam has worked in this field for 50 years without fear. He ignores warnings about ghosts, believing evil spirits don't torment good people. Once, he exhumed a father whose son was a drug addict. The unfilial son demanded Mr. Nam cross the skeleton's left leg over the right to cripple his father in the afterlife. Mr. Nam furiously refused, saying, "I do this with my heart. I don't do that bullshit." The son did it himself. 3 days later, that son had a terrible accident, breaking his own leg and nearly dying. He had to beg Mr. Nam to rearrange his father's bones. Mr. Nam believes the spirits protect him. He never gets sick. He doesn't even use an alarm clock. No matter the hour, a whisper in his ear always wakes him up on time. In all those years, he has never been late. However, there is a strange rule he must follow. He used to eat normally, but since becoming a grave digger, he must avoid tea, dog meat, and cat meat. Whenever he tries to consume them, he suffers agonizing stomach pain, while his family eats the same food with no issues. He believes the spirits prohibit him from eating those things to keep his soul pure. Because, in the end, whether you work for the living or the dead, as long as you do it with a decent heart, you have nothing to fear. The line between the living and the dead is sometimes just a few feet of soil. The bone collectors walk that line every single night. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is certain: some secrets and some entities are better left buried in the dark. If you survived this journey into the macabre, leave a like and hit the subscribe button to Dark Meridian. We have many more chilling cases and dark tales waiting for you. Until next time, make sure you sleep with the lights on.